The Africa Green Hydrogen Summit will bring together African energy ministers, policymakers and investors to discuss the continent's emerging green hydrogen sector. Minister Ramokgopa says the continent must leverage off its renewable energy endowment and approach the energy transition negotiations with developed economies from this advantage point. He points out that while Africa has the capacity to produce 60% of solar generation capacity in the globe, yet only 1% of investments are found on the continent.
We need each other for us to be able to transition because they are sitting with the money. Of course, we can go to the Chinese, we can go to the Middle East, we can go all over. The money can be found, but they don't have the endowments that we have. So it's important that when we enter the conversation, we enter as equals. So no one is doing us a favor. We are not doing them a favor. We must find a meeting point, a place of alignment, a place of convergence, so that we are able to benefit humanity. I'm making this point because when you go to multinational fora, an impression is created that we need the industrialized countries more than they need us. I'm making the point that we need each other.
The launch included a tour of the Isondo precious metal in the east of Johannesburg. The company is one of Africa's first facilities producing platinum group metal-based membrane electrode assemblies and catalysts for electrolyzers, which are critical components in green hydrogen technology. Its CEO, Vinay Somera, says the facility should be considered as a national asset as it is proof that South Africa can anchor the full hydrogen value chain from mineral to market. He says the country can produce green hydrogen relatively cheaper than most of other countries in the world.
What are the benefits? What are the direct impact of what we are doing here in country and on the hydrogen economy? I think at full capacity, at full production, and all the products we are producing, the catalysts and the MEAs deployed, the products from this facility will save about 1.6 million tons of carbon per annum. This is on a global basis. And that is not an insignificant size for a facility. From a beneficiation perspective, from a localization perspective, I think the figure that we've calculated is at full capacity is around about $270 million per annum in terms of full value of product. But let's be clear, to me it's also steps 3 and 4 where the real value lies. It's not just about technology, it's about people. It's about dignity, it's about hope, and it's about really giving an access to jobs within this environment to our youngsters coming through. We will create in this facility about 300 new jobs.
The launch concluded with a visit to Sasol's green hydrogen plant in the Free State province, where the company is pushing ahead as a significant player in the green hydrogen market. Sasol produced the first green hydrogen using electricity from a 3-megawatt solar voltaic facility built in Sasolburg 2 years ago. The company says the next step for it is to commercialize green hydrogen and scout for new markets as it sees vast opportunities and potential. Kgosientsho, SABC News, Johannesburg.